Hello everyone, welcome back to another upload on Robin Holt Family Haunts. Today in this video we are building Hugz the Clown.
Okay, so what we have here is we have the instruction sheet with the manual. We have all our pieces laid out. Obviously
order.
you can see that in alphabetical order, so it's easier to put together. And then we have the story of Hugz the Clown. When the story reads, when the circus rolls into town in the dead of night, everyone knows you should stay away. Grimsley the Great, the infamous towering clown, has spread fear in the hearts of children and adults alike. But now there's a new clown in town, causing even more terror than before. With his dark, sharp-toothed grin and horrifying face, Hugz the Clown wanders from circus to circus, finding the most innocent of humans to feed on. He waits until late at night when the circus is just closing down and people begin to slowly wander out of the big top. As someone walks by, they'll hear the faint sound of laughing and the smell of cotton candy inviting them into the shadows. And if they're curious enough, they'll follow the sounds and smells. But the only thing they're going to find is Hugz waiting for them in the dark. He never gives anyone the chance to run, so he'll snatch you up without so much a second thought. Scared and frightened, his victims try to scream, but it's always too late, because once you're in his clutches, you'll never be heard from again. But remember that this clown is more than just rumors and scary stories. So when you hear strange sounds coming from the shadows, it would be wise not to follow them. The circus might be closed, but that won't stop Hugz from making you his final act. So it's pretty awesome. Love the story inside. Let's get started. So what we have here is A, which is the base. Obviously, Hugz is going to be leaning towards us, so we're going to keep it this way. With this one, just like in Grimsley, they made the pieces so they're a click and snap. So we have A, and we're going to click and snap B into A. And Kathleen's going to help us out over there. She's going to grab C, and that's going to be his legs. Just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Right, and lean back. I believe so. Well, there's only one way to do it, so I guess it is what it is. See?
Already off to a good start.
Yep. We're going to try to move as quickly as we can here to make this a short video. He's very similar to Grimsley. Almost all the parts are identical. Now we're going to take D and we're going to slide them over the feet. And they drop down there. Kathleen's going to grab us E. These are the pieces for his legs. They actually slide right on. Unlike Grimsley, which wrapped around. I thought they were spacers. In Grimsley, these are spacers. The black styrofoam is spacers.
Mom,
So it seems a little, you know, we actually almost threw these out until we realized they were on the directions.
Because we saw an E.
Yeah, so now we need his outfit. Give me his outfit. Thank you, Kat. And we're going to dress him. Like I said, we're going to try to move as quickly as we can.
Purple's the best color ever. Just slide it over. Just need to figure out which one's the arms and which one's the legs.
Try to make sure that the back is on where it needs to be. Don't forget the cuffs down at the bottom. Make sure they're out around the bottoms.
And adjust them to your liking.
Make sure you in the right spot. Okay. What we're going to do then is pull the rest of his outfit kind of down because we have to attach his torso next. So what we've got now is the G for the sensor. This is the sensor that's in the front of his outfit. It actually has, if you can see here, there's a piece of Velcro. Sensor goes right in there. The sensor facing outward.
We'll connect it later.
We will connect it later, most certainly. So let's get
when it's time.
the big piece.
The giant chest.
This is his torso.
Which makes him lean forward when he's trying to reach out and give you a hug.
Mom?
This is H. This is letter H.
Next is L. Wait, is it?
I gotta get him in here.
I don't think it is.
He's a little tight.
Don't break him.
I'm not gonna break him. Not today. really not snapping in here very well. Sorry. Should have probably grabbed maybe a mallet just in case the pieces don't all fit together.
Are you
But
sure that's the right way?
yeah, it's a snap and click. If you want to show everybody, Luke, it's a snap and click, which is new this year to everything.
Yeah.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take his hips. It's this ring here, goes around. Whoop.
I think that's the wire bracket.
Okay. This slides right in.
This quick connect is not out like the other one.
I think what's cool is like we can move a little faster with him because we do have a little bit more experience with Hugz.
Grimsley.
Sorry, Grimsley. My apologies. Could you, let me just look at the instructions real quick for this top piece, which is his shoulders. I just want to make sure I put the bar in the right place. I believe it goes towards the back. Yeah. So there's like, if you can see this, there's the bars here. It looks like the short one should go in the front. This is like the front of his neck. And this is the back. So this goes right in here. And there's actual pieces it slides right in. So once those are in, we're secured. We're ready to go. Move on to the next
Awesome.
piece.
Which I hope is his head soon.
Nope, not yet. His head is next is his arms. So Kay is going to come up next.
Don't we need to adjust his shirt so we
Not
can
yet.
get them through?
We will. So these, if you can see here, there's the holes. This actually slides right in. Pretty simple enough. They already put the styrofoam on the arms.
Which is
And then-
awesome. Very helpful.
What we're going to do now is we're going to put the shirt on this side, and then we're going to put his hand on. Kathleen, would you please bring me the hand? And the hand is going to
right
slip
one?
on.
Yep, it's L.
And just like that one, we have these slip-on pieces. And then this is going to come over and wrap right to his hand. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, where these once again slip in. I feel like Spirit, as the years are going on, they're making a better quality product. It's also getting more expensive. They're making you start to pay for it. Years ago, or something like this might have only been maybe $150 because it was new. Now it's running at $209. But it's pretty
Like the
awesome.
Nightmare Harvester is like $270.
Now, before we close him up,
So much money.
okay.
Other arm.
I think
Okay, the other arm is in. But now, before we close him up, Luke, if you can come over here, we do have to connect the sensor. So there's some wires that are hanging from his body. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And this one here is the sensor. It connects here. So we're going to connect
the
that.
sensor's working?
Yep, so the sensor works. And then when his head goes on, we will connect his head to the rest of his body. So we may do that from behind, only because I'm going to kind of bring this up just a little bit. So the next thing that we're going to do now, after the arms are on, we're going to put his head on. So we'll take his head, and he has an awesome face. Look at that. His face is awesome. It's amazing. So super scary. And we really love him. I think
hugging
we were just
face.
talking about him earlier. I really think that he's actually a little scarier than Grimsley's face, but I guess that's up to you to decide. Now what we do is we're
Comment
going
wars
to
had
connect
started.
these two wires here. So obviously black to black. I don't know what's so funny over there in the background, but I'm sure it's quite
Click,
amusing
click, click, click.
over there. Now, before we put the sign on, before we put his bib on, we have to put the sign on. So we got to wrap the sign
Free
around his head. And it does drop below the sensor, so the sensor will still work. And then what we do
The
is we
bib
put...
connects the sign so it won't run loose.
And just like on his counterpart, his buddy there, this actually has Velcro on his neck, just like this one does. And there's little Velcro dots on here that will connect. Or at least there should be. I know there's at least one. So we'll take the one for now. And then we're going to tie him around the back. We're going to take this off here. We're going to come around the back now. We're going to close him up. You want to come around the back, Luke? So everything seems pretty simple here. We just come up around his neck. And we're going to connect all these little Velcro pieces. Not all of them completely at this moment because we do have to plug him in. But
He's cool.
he's pretty cool. Let's see
Still having trouble with the bib?
I am having trouble with it. That's okay. It fell down.
Bring it to the other
Everybody's
side.
staring at me. Nobody wants to help me grab it. Okay. I guess he's frightful to the children already. No one wants to help.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Because
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to plug in the adapter. And we're going to see how it rolls here.
I'm helping you.
Hopefully it works first try.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope he's worth every penny. We're going to put him on full mode. Make sure his volume
He's not plugged in
is
yet.
way up. I know.
Do you want me to plug him in?
Sure, Kathleen, go ahead. Be gentle. He has a really long cord, which is kind of awesome. Okay.
Hey there, friend. Welcome to the fun house. Come a little closer. We've got fun and games and I'll catch you next time. Step right up. Step right up. Yes, you'll do nice, very tasty, healthy. Wow, you're a fast one. You there.
So that's our setup of Hugz the Clown. Thank you guys for watching.
And I get to
Please
eat you.
subscribe, like this video.
Oh, I missed.